Welcome back to another episode of Hide Your Moms. Man, do I feel good to be back. It has been a minute. That's all right. Always is, right? How are you guys? That's what we need to say. Did you guys like my jingle at the beginning? I think we need to get a jingle. We need to get a jingle where we could play like something non-copyrighted and just jingle to it. Oh, sorry. Don't forget what the title of the podcast is. My bad. I had this in the way. The only excuse for an object to be in front of the sign, because this is the only thing that probably matters more than this podcast to me. It's Diet Coke. Cool. Yeah. How is everybody? I hope you guys are doing great. I feel good to be back. It is a beautiful day today in Florida. It's been so shitty, and it's been messing with my seasonal health. Is that the word? See, I've been upset recently just because, I don't know, it's been like, it's so weird because I'll be happy one day and then the next day I won't be happy, and then I don't know what's making me not even happy. Like I have such a good life, and then there's somehow something not making me happy, and I don't even know what that is. So, but today I've been doing great. Mondays, I seem to just always be in a good mood. I think it's because I just get so excited for the week and I'm just like ready to attack it. Tuesdays is a different story. I start to put my wiener between my legs and cower down a little bit. Wednesdays, I'm totally bent over, being taken advantage of. And then Thursdays, I kind of wake back up a little bit, get some stuff done. And then Fridays, I kind of just forget all responsibility. And Saturdays, I do the same. And then Sundays, I wake back up and get ready for my week. So I want to be honest with you. I got hammered this weekend. I got absolutely blitzed this weekend. I remember everything luckily this time, but I got so fucked up, guys. I'm not even proud of it. I got so drunk. Brooke actually got so drunk. My girlfriend puked at the bar. Oh God, she might kill me for saying that actually. Well, she did. But it was in a trash can. It was very like hidden. It wasn't like a whole scene. To me, it was hilarious. She has the Uber app on her phone. I don't. So she had to like hand me the phone. And I was like, hey, did you get our Uber? And she's like over the trash can, still able to hand me the phone with the Uber app on it. And then like I get the Uber. It was hilarious. But yeah, she puked. I'm trying to remember what color it was. I think it was like orange. She's going to kill me for saying this. She's absolutely going to be so upset with me. But I think it was like a vibrant color. Like it kind of, I don't know, it kind of got me excited for Easter. But it wasn't the happiest vomit, I don't think. But she said she felt a lot better afterwards. So I feel like we got to catch you up on the week, wherever we've been, what I've been doing the last few weeks. Because I don't think we've been able to do a podcast the last couple weeks. Don't worry. We should be getting some help. I don't know if I've said that in the past podcast, but I actually finally am getting some help with getting these podcasts out. Most podcasts that you see it's kind of cool because we get to like start from scratch. So like most podcasts that you see have people like behind the scenes, running everything, making sure everything's recording, making sure everything is like sound is great. With me, you got me I'm damn everything. All right. I'm the producer. I'm the sound. I'm the video. I'm running like 5 jobs in here that people would be getting paid like wages for. And I'm running all of them because I don't got enough money to pay anybody. And then you got the editing and all the marketing and blah, 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 blah. So I'm finally getting some help with that. But this stuff, in-person stuff, I'm still here cooking. Just me right here. I could be naked if I wanted to. Nobody's going to know. Except the camera, I guess. But other than the camera, you know what I'm saying. We went to Cabo. Brooke was extremely nervous for that. She did not want to go do that. I thought it was going to be the end of our lives. I don't know. She's just kind of scared of everything. Let's see. Let's try to list some of the stuff my girlfriend's scared of. I don't know. How much time do you guys have? This could take up the whole podcast. Let's go. She's scared of planes. She's scared of going places she's never been. Toaster when he gets horny. Me when I get mad at the video game. Like I'll yell at the video game and then she somehow gets scared. So I have to try not to yell at the video game. Driving, breathing, living, her period. She gets scared of the dark, actually. She ran full speed from the bathroom to my room because it was dark. And that's not racist or anything. I mean, like, there's no light inside. So don't take it that way. Yeah, that's some of the stuff I can think of that she's scared of at the top of my head. Just like anything you can think of, like in your head, like think of something right now. Think of it. Yeah, my girlfriend's scared of that. So I don't know what to do with her or how to handle those situations. It kind of like she makes me scared of stuff that I didn't even know I was supposed to be scared of. Like we went to, here's an example. Here's an example of how scared she gets. She is scared of like the movie theater. One time, here's a story for you. One time in 2009, there was sadly a shooting at a Batman movie in like Colorado. My girlfriend, granted, was 5 years old when that happened. She still remembers it. So every time she goes to a movie theater, she's like terrified. We go to the movie theater the other day. We're sitting in the top row. To our left is a few seats, and then one more over is a guy, okay? Normal guy, probably a 50, high 40-year-old guy. He's wearing kind of a baggy hoodie. Kind of looks like he maybe had a rough day, but I'm not sure. Okay, we're going to see Planet of the Apes. She is convinced that this guy is going to murder the entire movie theater. And so we get there about 10 minutes early. So this, probably about 15. It's probably about 10 minutes, but it felt like a fucking year. That's how stressed she got me. She was convinced that this guy to our left was going to hurt us and then hurt everybody else in the movie theater. All right? I don't know what you want me to do. I was like, Brooke, what do you want me to do? You want me to go get like a security guard? Do you want me to go ask him like, hey, are you going to hurt this place? My girlfriend's really scared. Will you just let us know if you're going to shoot up this movie theater? Because if so, we'll just leave. Like, do you want me to ask him that like face to face? Like, I don't understand what you want me to do, Brooke. I don't get it. She said, no, you can't do that. You can't do that. And so she comes up with this plan, right? And she's nonstop staring at him for like the whole time, actually. And she comes up with this plan. She's going to go to the bathroom. So she gets up, she goes to the bathroom. And as she's walking by him, she's got to go past him to get out of the aisle, down the stairs into the bathroom. She does this like whole move of like being friends with the nerd at school. So you make sure that it's not you. So she like scoots by and she's like, oh, excuse me. Can I just squeeze right by? Plenty of space, by the way. She could walk forward past him. Plenty of space. I'm just going to squeeze right by here. Excuse me. Hey, sir. Excuse me. And then she like presses her tits like that. She's like, oh, sure. No, she didn't do the tit part, but excuse me. I'm going to sneak by. And then she goes to the bathroom, comes back, calls her mom, has like a whole thing, has her mom pray over her, comes back in. Oh, it takes even longer to get past him this time. Oh, excuse me. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Here's this for you. Like all this stuff, squeezes by, tries to become like friends with him by squeezing by him, sits down. And she was comfortable for like about 30 seconds. She was like, okay, I think I did my job. And again, granted, he let her right through. Here comes kids. Okay, about a minute later, a few kids come up, try to sit by those empty chairs in between us. And he said, no, you can't sit here. And so Brooke then was fully convinced that he's not a child like murderer. He doesn't want to hurt kids. So he just wants to hurt everybody else, including us. So she was fully convinced. She was ready to leave. I was like, Brooke, do you just want to leave? Like, this is not enjoyable. I don't know what you want me to do. He's literally just here trying to watch this movie. I don't know what you want me to do. And all of a sudden, probably a minute after I say that to her, his mom, his wife, and his kid all walk in and sit by him. This normal ass guy. And Brooke was like, I looked at her and I was like, are you serious? You just judged that man so hard. And she was like, I know, but he just wouldn't stop staring at me. I was like, Brooke, the only reason you knew that he was staring at you, do you ever think that maybe because you were staring at him, he was saving seats for his family and you were just staring at him the entire time? Of course he's going to be looking at you if he feels uncomfortable. You were the one he probably thought you were going to hurt the place, you psycho. And I get it. She's a girl, and being in America, a girl's a little bit different than being a guy. I get it. But oh my goodness, what a clusterfuck. We ended up watching the movie. The movie ended up being great. Guess what? He didn't lay a hand on a single soul. It was completely fine. That's an example of how nervous my girlfriend gets. So anyway, we go to the freaking Mexico. It was a great time. We got to go on like this yacht. That was super cool. This like company invited us to go on it. Had a private chef. I don't know what his name was. This like chef, he made like the best food. And so I kept trying to say like, hey, this food is unbelievable. Like I'm obviously drunk. This food is unbelievable. I can't even believe you know how to make this type of food. It is crazy good. And because the reason I didn't think he could do it is because we were in the middle of the ocean. Like, how is he able to whip something up? Like, aren't the ingredients on land? So I just didn't understand. And then, so I'm gassing him up. I'm expecting like a full-on response on how he does it. And then he's like, he just gives me a couple thumbs up. Forgot. Yeah, we're in Mexico. He can't speak English, but that motherfucker could cook, boy. So that's how that went. Neither of us like vomited or puked from being drunk. We were very responsible, honestly. We did go off the resort. That was a whole nother trip trying to get Brooke to do that. Good Lord. She was convinced that she wasn't going to go off the resort, but then we met like a 50-year-old mother, and she had this whole conversation with Brooke, made her feel comfortable, how she got off the resort and everything was okay. And yeah, it ended up being fine. But the resort, when we went off the resort, it was just like bars. There was a couple restaurants and stuff. We were trying to go to this bar / yeah, it was like a bar, I guess. I don't know what you would call it. Barrio in Mexico, I guess. I don't know. But we walked in, and where we thought we got dropped off at this bar that people had been telling us to go to, it was like family friendly. We walk in, and they're like, IDs. And we were like, IDs? What the fuck? We're just going to get some food. You ask for ID if we get a drink. We're like, oh, no, is this not this place? And they're like, no, this is a gentleman's club. We're like, what the fuck? This gentleman's club, you had to walk through sliding glass doors, by the way, to get to it. So I was so confused. And I looked at Brooke. I was like, they probably don't serve dinner in there, do they? She was like, no. And I was like, unless you want some tuna. Yeah, I never said that shit. But I wish I did. Anyway, we finally get across the street, go to the bar. It was great. Good time. Met up like a weird family, but we're not going to talk about them, because they'd probably like sue me or something if they found this. So I'm not going to do that. Anyway, we watched the Super Bowl there. That was kind of crazy. I know the Super Bowl is like kind of old news by the time I'm putting this podcast out, but it was Taylor Swift got booed, which was kind of funny. Donald Trump was there, which, how is he the first president that's gone to a Super Bowl? I don't really care what you think about politics. The Super Bowl is like such a big thing. The presidency is like such a big, how do those never coexist? That kind of confused me. That was like a crazy stat for me to see. Like, how the fuck do you not have a president be at the football game? Like, I feel like America stops for a little bit. Is that misogynistic? To think that the world stops for the Super Bowl? I don't even know what misogynistic means, I don't think. Doesn't that mean when like a man bullies a girl? I think that's what that means. Like when a guy bosses around a girl. Good Lord, misogynistic would have been the word of the 1800s then, wouldn't it have been? Yikes. That would have been everywhere, flying around. I wonder when that, can you pull that up? Pull up when the misogynistic word was invented. Can men sit like this? Can we do that? Can we have the knee over? I know it's like, oh, but if you have balls and if you have a wiener, it's gonna get pinched. Bullshit. I'll see one of my friends. I'll be sitting like this by one of my friends, and she'll be like, Spencer, men aren't supposed to sit like this. Sorry, dude, that my wiener and balls aren't as big as what you have. Like, no, bitch, it's comfy. It's comfy, dude. It's comfy. And if you I can't sit like that because my wiener's too big. No, you're lying. You can sit like this. It's comfy. And I guarantee you sit like this when you put your wet ass cheeks on the wet floor of your shower. I guarantee it. Because you're sad and you sit on your shower floor. Yeah. Oh, your wiener's little small enough to do it now, huh? Fuck, dude, I stuttered, dude. If I wouldn't have stuttered right there, I would have ate. And you guys would have had to say, oh, I fear that he ate. Which girls are saying a lot nowadays. I fear. Where'd that come from? I fear that my boobs are bigger than your boobs. I fear that our periods have Bluetooth synced up. All the girls are saying that nowadays. What are we fearing? You're not actually scared. It's just like a terminology now. I fear that was my man before yours. I fear that I ate with what I just said. Shut up. If I don't understand what you're saying, another thing that I don't PMO, this PMO'd. Okay, does PMO mean piss me off, or does it mean this put me on? Because I'll see like a video of a giraffe getting hit by a car in a safari, right? And then I see this pee me off in the comments. Okay, I don't know if you are actually insane or you have a heart. This pissed me off. You have a heart. This put me on. Like you're a fan. How am I supposed to know? Oh, but you just decipher it yourself? No, bullshit. I don't like it because there's some weirdos out there. Okay? If I send you a picture of my feet and you say this PMO'd, I'm not going to know if you like that or if you hated that. Give me some better feedback. I don't plan on sending you a picture of my feet, but if I did, and you responded with PMO, you bet your fucking ass you're never getting another picture of my feet again. Where's my Diet Coke? Another thing that men will do that just make me mad. There's another men thing. We're going back between things that women do and things that men piss me off with. PMO'd me off. I'll have a drink and I won't be remembering. I might be fucking 5 drinks deep. I don't know. And I shouldn't have to explain myself or feel less of a man because my pinky's out. All right. It's out sometimes. What do you want me to do? When I drink a drink, sometimes it's out. It has a mind of its own. It's stemmed to something else that's not my brain. I don't have control of it. Okay. If my pinky's out when I drink, I don't need to hear about it. Huh? Could you imagine how better life would be if I didn't have some man or woman telling me how soft or little lady I am for drinking with my pinky out? Because guess what? I wouldn't have noticed. There wasn't an issue until you brought it up. Do you understand me with that? There wasn't an issue until you made it one. Huh? What about that? There wasn't an issue until you told me there was one. Imagine how life would be if you weren't just constantly down my ear with, you can't cross your legs like that and you can't stick your pinky out like that when you drink a drink. My wiener stays the same size and I still have a girlfriend. Do you understand? So there wouldn't be a problem, say it with me now, if you didn't make it one. That's where we've been. I don't even know where I was at. I got a candle going right now. Has a pineapple on the front. Reminds me of Spency. Just smells good. I like seeing a flavored candle. And I think, by the way, fun fact, I read this the other day. Flavored candles are causing cancer, which I love flavored candles. And I don't have cancer yet. That's all I'm saying. But it said something. I don't know if you got to have too many, if you have so many flavored candles and mixed scents going into one, I don't think one's going to hurt you. It's kind of like your body count after you break up with your boyfriend. One flavored candle is not going to hurt you. But if you start to mix a bunch of them, you might end up dead. I'm just saying. That's where I'm at with that. My throat hurts and my Diet Coke is empty. I'm pissed. World War III is about to start. All right, moving on. Oh, yeah, get this. I have a fucking canker sore. I'm not going to show you it because it's disgusting and it hurts so bad I can't eat, breathe, drink, sleep, repeat. I can't do anything. I can't even live, laugh, love. You know what I'd rather have? You want to know? Let me be real with you. You want to know what I'd rather have than a canker sore? Give me AIDS. Give me chlamydia. Give me something else other than a canker sore. I'm pretty sure it's the same thing and they're just located different places, but a canker sore, dude, why isn't that on the STD health class in 8th grade stay away from list, huh? Is there a condom that you can wear to not get a fucking canker sore? If there is, give me one. I would wear it 24/7. I don't care if I have to wear it on my tongue, dude. If I can be thankful right now you don't have a canker sore. Right now. Say to yourself, I don't have a canker sore. My life is okay. I don't care if you got laid off. I don't care if you have a micro. I don't care if you have hip dips. I don't care if you have acne scars. If you don't have a fucking canker sore, by the way, I just listed all my insecurities. If you don't have a fucking canker sore, your life is fine. Do you understand me? Your life is all right. So grow up. And we're not going to talk about the hip dips. Yeah, I have sincere hip dips. My front legs look so little you can't see my ass from the front. What do you want me to do about it, all right? And guess what? I didn't even know it was an insecurity until somebody told me that I have no ass from the front. Then again, am I selling ass on the corner? No. Does my girlfriend do anything with my ass? No. But would I like to have my ass seen from the front? Probably. Yeah. I'm going to be honest with you, probably. And if that's an issue with you, then I wouldn't watch this podcast because that's what I wish I had. Thanks. Thanks for the reminder. That should be in the security notes. There should be a pop-up before you watch this podcast. If you have a problem with Spencer's hip dips, don't watch the podcast. If you don't have whatever. Don't talk about my hip dips and we'll be just fine. Is that it about Cabo? I think I went on a rant. Did I even talk about Cabo one time? It was a good time. We didn't get captured by no cartel or anything like that. Yeah, the resort was very nice. The people were very nice to us. We met some cool people. It was like a weird time because like the people my age are either working or not on spring break and they're in college right now. So it was a little bit of an older crowd, but I wasn't like that mad with that. You know, to be honest, I kind of enjoyed that because it was just fun partying and we got to be like the young ones. And sometimes I feel like I'm really old. And so going there made me feel really young. Made me feel sprout again. It made me feel spry again, shall I say even. And if you know anything about me, I like to sprout, boy. Oh, boner joke. Moving on. I think I have a nervous tick messing with this and making sure that it's like always good. But just know that I'm not even nervous. I'm just ticking, I think. Which is, I think, the autism that I've been self-diagnosed with. I don't know where the fuck it came from. I mean, it came in like the last 2 years. I think what it is like this is a platform where I could finally speak about whatever I want to speak about and like to an extent. But I can like finally be myself. And the first little bit of my life, I wasn't able to like say exactly what I want to say because it's just whatever. But then I moved away and now I can say whatever the fuck I want to say. And people will watch for some reason. So now I just feel sprouted. And I feel spry. I think I don't even know what those words are. Can you bring those up? Moving on. We're gonna go to our next segment. Screw it. We'll talk about our next segment. Next segment coming in hot. Next segment. People who leave funny stories. I posted on Snap and I react to your guys' funny stories or crazy whatever. Honestly, whatever you guys want to say. And I react to it, listen to it. It's funny. And that's how it goes. But I haven't got that many stories. Let's go see if we can find some here.
I went to go see Alex Sampson in concert.
Can we get a pull up of who Alex Sampson is? Is that a fucking... Sounds like a prince of something. It's like a Prince of Wales. I feel bad because I bet he's a dog and I bet he's really good at what he does, but I have never heard of him.
He is one of my favorite artists.
Okay.
He was the one handing out merch and signing merch. And my card got declined 3 times in front of him. And I had cash, so I was able to pay for the merch still. And I got the card figured out. After I paid, he was like, so are we going to do this picture thing? And I was so embarrassed that I looked at him and I said no, and I walked away. And I've been mad at myself for that ever since.
Oh, that it turned into fucking heartbreak, dude. I wish you would have taken the picture with him. If I was behind you in line, I would have called you broke, but then I would have bought the shirt or whatever you needed for you. I'm joking about the broke part. I wouldn't have said that. I would have said you're fucking broke. Oh my gosh, that actually hurts my heart. Poor guy. So this sweet lady, I feel even bad roasting her or like making jokes or anything. Her car caught on fire. Highway 41. I don't know where Highway 41 is. Her car caught on fucking fire after she failed a test. No, it took her family didn't give a fuck until it caught on fire twice. The first one was like, yeah, cars don't catch on fire. It's fine. Second one was like, okay, now that you're almost dead, we will do a new car. Oh, that's great. Okay. Next one.
All right, so bear with me.
Okay.
I have ADHD, and this story might go bouncing around everywhere. But
Let's bear with this guy. I also have ADHD, so I know how this man feels.
I was pledging for my fraternity at my little small school in Mississippi, where I went to college. And we were at the mall. My parents came into town. We were at the mall getting stuff because I had to dress a certain way on Saturdays, on game days, and I had to wear all polos and stuff like that.
I know this dude is so fucking nervous about rushing too. They make that such a stressful process. I thought about doing it for a little bit and like did the process kind of at the beginning, not even like where I just talked to a few. Didn't rush anywhere, didn't do any like type of bidding. Like I talked to a few for like 15 minutes each.
Upset. So I'm in the bathroom. My parents are shopping, yada, yada, whatever. And I'm in the stall doing my business. And I hear somebody in the stall, and he's going to the bathroom and whatnot. I'm almost done. So I get up and I walk out of the stall, start to go wash my hands. And dude's like, you know how like when you have a belt, like if you're, moving your pants, you can like hear the belt like buckles and stuff. Well, and I was like, that's weird. He's really playing with his belt, like, a lot. Because it was, for a good 30.
I have a prediction on how this story will end. I think the Bible says it's a sin, but I have a feeling that guy's. Let's continue.
Seconds. Well, then I look in the mirror at the dude. He's turned around. His freaking willy's out.
Oh my god.
And I like had a freak out moment and was like, oh my gosh, like. And I was in the middle of washing my hands, and I didn't even turn the sink off, and I left with soap all over my hands, just ran to my parents, and it was like frantic, like literally like breathing heavy, like because I was running, because I was like, what the hell is this dude about to do?
That's hilarious. So he turns around. He wasn't doing it. He just turned around, and then his willy was out. This is what I would do in that situation. I think you were a coward. I think you, sir, ran away. You had a problem in front of you, and you could have confronted the problem and let him know who was boss. That's when you drop your own drawers and you take his belt and you start making the sound with it. And then what's he going to do? He's going to be the one that runs out the door. He just made you his bitch because you ran for your life. That's when you drop your drawers, you show him what's the biz, you take his belt, you make your own jingle jangle, and then he runs. And guess what? Free belt. Let's see if we can find one more. I posted this like a while ago, the first one, and I got so many responses with it. And then the podcast messed up, so it didn't work, and I didn't get those replies. And then, so with that being said, that might be all we have so far. And then it's going to be sad because then I'll get like 100 more in after I record the podcast, but then it'll be over. So I guess there's that. There's the end of that segment. Story that won today, by the way, though, that Willie story. That Willie story is hilarious. What else? My mom came into town. I got back from Cabo, got super sick, and I did not know what I was going to do because my mom was coming into town and she was going to stay with us. But then she ended up not staying with us because she didn't want to get sick. And then she like didn't want to like cramp my style or whatever, get me out of my routine. I get thrown off if I'm not in the same routine because it's so like there's this like thing inside of me that's like I have to be my very best every day. Like I have to be my very best because I want to be great. I want to be successful and all this stuff. And so if I have one day where I'm not and I set up my routine to be the very best and get better every single day. So if there's something that withholds me from being like the best or being on my routine, it deviates me from my final goal, which is in turn to be successful. And so something that is withholding you from like what you want and where you want to be and like your destination, that's what causes you to be upset and causes anger and stuff. I was actually listening to like some guy that studies anger and what's the root of all of it. And he says it's something that withholds you or deters you from your goal. So like that's why you hear of traffic, like road rage. Damn, that's hard. Road rage. Road rage is so common is because when you're in your car, it's like a short form way of the problem. Does that make sense? Like you have a destination, and so when something deters you from that, you get cut off, someone's not going through a yellow light that you think they could have made, whatever, that's what causes the anger. And so if you look at that in a long form thing, like your goals in life or whatever, those things cause anger in your life. Like you fail a class, but you don't think you should have failed the class, but your goal is this degree and the professor just wasn't working with you or whatever. That would cause anger in you. So it's kind of cool. Like he broke down anger and on like what is the main thing on how anger works. And you might think it's a surface level thing, like, oh, that shouldn't have made me angry. But in the long term, like you had a goal. Like your goal is trying to get the TV turned on to a certain channel before something starts or whatever. Like you're trying to turn on the Super Bowl before it starts, can't find the remote. So you have a goal, but deterring you or blocking your goal. So that's what causes the anger. And it's in every single thing. And I never thought about it like that. I was like, you guys might be thinking like, oh, this common sense, duh, you idiot. But for me, I need common sense to be explaining stuff to me or I won't understand it. So yeah, I thought that was just kind of cool. That kind of breaks down anger for you. And I'm going to be honest with you, I have no idea where the fuck I am at. Oh, yeah, just like my routine and my mom staying in. So she got like a little hotel down the street. It's like it was an older hotel, but a nice hotel, had a pool. We got lucky with a nice day outside. It was like 70. UV was 5. I had a few drinks with them. It was good. It was good to see my mom. Great to see my mom. She came because she was picking up a car to take back home because it was her car. I had got a new truck. So she was just coming back to get basically what was already hers. And yeah, so we did that. And then she was only here for like a weekend. It was good. What else after that? I've been working on my warehouse. I think I probably talked about my warehouse in the last podcast. We have the drop coming so soon. I am so excited for this drop. Like I don't think you have any idea how excited I really am for this. It should be like one of the funnest and like most different drops that I've done. It's going to be the spring break. We're heading into spring break. It's going to be perfect for it heading into summer. I'm super pumped. So we've been getting this warehouse. This is the first time with this warehouse. It'll be the first time with like employees, which is crazy. I've been just doing it all by myself. I can't keep up anymore. Spency has just been exploding recently and people love it. I love it because it's like it's not big enough to where I can't hear feedback. Like you can always hear feedback, but like I am right on the levels of the audience buying, and so I get to see feedback and like how to change stuff and what you guys want to see on like almost like a personal level, because I'm like it is a brand and it's its own entity, but I'm in charge of it and you guys have access to me basically. And sometimes it's hard to have access to somebody behind a brand because there's like so many layers and it goes up and up and up, and usually they're not even working on it anymore. But instead now it's like the owner connected exactly to the consumer. So we get to I get to make and hear exactly what you guys want to do and take polls and take information and take feedback. And that's honestly what I love most about it. It's such a different way of a business. And I think it's like the fun part about having like a startup and like a beginning clothing company. Like I have no idea where this could go, but like right now that's just like the fun part, right? I get to create fun clothes that are high quality, serve a purpose, and pursue one of my dreams while listening to you guys. And you guys almost like you guys get to be a part of that journey as well without having to do all like the annoying back end work stuff. So that's what I've also been doing. Just been working on the warehouse a lot. Let me see. Is there anything else that I've been doing? We just got a dehumidifier, dude. Pumped about my fucking dehumidifier. I am 22 years old. I never thought that I would be excited about a fucking dehumidifier, but who would have thought? Did you see that? Did you see that? Did you? How fast that was? I love that. When you have something in your pocket or you overload the cabinets or something, just so that adrenaline kicks in and your body just takes over and catches something for a second and you're just like, feel like Spider-Man, like your instincts are insane. I will put stuff, I'll put extra stuff in my pockets and extra stuff in the cabinets. Maybe put something on the edge of the shelf in the fridge just So when it opens up, I can have one of those moments. Dude, that is awesome. You want to talk about freedom? You want to talk about feeling free? You're not going to feel more free and more proud of yourself when you catch something like that, when it's going away like that, dude. You can just catch them just like that. Huh? Your boyfriend's pissing you off, snatch his balls up real quick just like that, huh? Then he's got none. What are you going to do then? You won't be happy. He won't be happy. Then you're actually going to get broken up with, and then you're going to be sad. You're going to call your last boyfriend. You're going to steal his balls too. And then guess what? Everyone you know in your life doesn't have balls. Sooner or later, you'll snatch your daddy's balls, and then he won't have balls, and then he'll be your mom because he don't got no balls. And then you got two moms. You don't know how to explain that to anybody, so then you're never going to get another boyfriend, and then you're screwed because you took everybody's balls, and now you have two moms, and now you're screwed. ADHD for a brain. You ever had one? That's what you get when you have one. Took medication one time because I was like, yeah, maybe this will help. I hated it. Turned my brain off, and then I was just like this. Think I could ever do that story without my ADHD brain? No. Anyway, is there anything else I want to get out of this episode? Is there anything else? What do you guys want to see? Do you guys want? First of all, I want a jingle. Somehow I want to see a cool jingle in there, and eventually I want to see some stuff behind me. We gotta do this and stuff and bring out the background a little bit more somehow. There's not much space though, because I kind of take up most of it, and this chair is kind of big, but I kind of like that. I kind of feel royalty-ish. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I love you guys. This was episode 14 of Hide Your Moms. We will see you next time.